Hello, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our webinar today. We'll just give it a couple of minutes for everyone to come on in. But today we're talking about how to use YouTube to grow your business. We've got Louise Brogan with us today, who's been a part of our community for years and is a massive small business champion. Hi, Louise, how are you?
I'm good, Amber. I'm good. The sun is shining, so it's a good day.
It's a brilliant day. So today, Louise is going to be talking about how to optimize your YouTube channel, best practices for managing your YouTube channel, SEO strategies, and to increase your visibility, audience engagement, and growth. Super excited for this one because we get lots and lots of questions about YouTube all the time. If you've got any questions as we go, please do put it into the Q&A. Me and Louise will go through your questions at the end of the session. Please get involved in the chat, say hello. I can see Lisa's already in there. Say hello, let us know your business and where you're tuning in from. And I want to say a massive thank you to BT for partnering with us on this session today. If you want to access more free training and resources, go ahead to BT Skills for tomorrow. I can see all the mornings coming in. Louise, I'm going to hand over to you and I'll be back at the end for questions.
All right, lovely. Okay. Good morning, everybody. It is sunny in Belfast. It was pouring with rain yesterday. It was like a wet October day, so it was a bit miserable. And now it's sunny today, and I feel like we should all be outside in the sunshine after our webinar about YouTube. So let's just crack in straight away. So my name is Louise Brogan. I am based just outside Belfast in Northern Ireland. I have a podcast and YouTube channel. My whole business is about helping people, businesses, raise their profile and grow their businesses online with mainly LinkedIn. But we've also branched into helping people with video marketing and podcasting. I've been working with Small Business Britain for a few years now. I love being part of the community. I'm one of the Small Business Britain champions, which is I'm so proud of. And I've been in business for over 10 years, which is crazy. So YouTube, my YouTube story is that it started in lockdown. I was in a little mastermind group, and I remember this so clearly. In March 2020, we had just started our mastermind in January, and nobody expected what was coming. But it was a lifesaver because we were on a call with each other every single week, this little group of us. And two of the guys in there were YouTube experts. And I remember one day I got an email from YouTube saying, your video has reached 10,000 views. And I was like, what video? I didn't even know I had a video on YouTube. And I had started a YouTube channel in 2015, I think. And I'd made a couple of videos because somebody had said, oh, you should have a YouTube channel. Made a couple of videos on how to use social media. And one of those videos, which was called, and it's still on my channel, it was called How to Post Your Blog to Facebook, had hit 10,000 views, and I didn't even know, I'd forgotten I did it. So these two guys said to me, Louise, you should use YouTube and talk about LinkedIn on YouTube. So because it was lockdown and we couldn't go anywhere, and I had three kids working away on their various bedrooms and all their schoolwork, I thought, well, sure, what else am I going to do? I can only get out for a walk for 20 minutes a day. So I started playing around with YouTube, and that's how my YouTube channel really properly began. So spring of 2020. This is what it looks like now. It's called Raise Your Visibility Online. I was just telling Amber before you guys all joined us, it did have LinkedIn in the title, but LinkedIn is a trademark name. So I had to, just for cautionary steps, I took it out of the title and called it Raise Your Visibility Online instead, which actually helps now with, I can add more videos in. I've got a very popular video on how to use Calendly to book appointments. So doing other little steps and videos on building your business online, but the focus is really all about using LinkedIn. I have 56,000 subscribers today. I have about 312 videos you can see here. They are all short. They are short videos. They are 2 to 3 minutes. Someone types in something into Google on how to do something with LinkedIn, and my videos usually appear in search results because I'm answering very specific questions. And we'll get into that in terms of what kind of content works well for a business like mine on YouTube. So yeah, it's called Raise Your Visibility Online, and we hit a milestone yesterday. I passed the 2 million views mark, which is just insane. Absolutely insane to me. That's more people than live in Northern Ireland. So yeah, that was a big celebration day. And we are going to be very honest with the money and the metrics today, because I feel like, how can you grow and understand how something works if people are just not really showing you the whole picture? So we're going to go into all the gory details today. But what we start with is why. Why do you want to have a YouTube channel? Maybe you already have a YouTube channel. I'm not looking at the chat until we're finished. But if you do have a YouTube channel, obviously stick it in the chat so other people can go and check it out. Come and subscribe to my YouTube channel. But what is the why? Why are you interested in doing YouTube? And by the way, spoiler alert, you should be if you're not already, because it is massive and it is growing. And I'm getting genuine, good quality leads and sales, a lot of sales through my YouTube channel. So I do recommend it. So the reasons I have it now that I got convinced to use it, are I used it really as a way to send people to free resources. That is the core of what I do with YouTube. So I get a lot of people who come to me and ask me questions about LinkedIn, and our packages start at $1,500 a month. So not everybody has that kind of money to invest in their business and learning how to use LinkedIn, and that's absolutely fine. So if someone says, Louise, we want you to train us on how to use LinkedIn, I say, no problem. A workshop starts at £1,500 for a 3-hour workshop with you and your team. And they say, oh, we don't really have the budget for that right now. We're starting out, or we're focusing our money in other directions. No problem. Everything I teach is available on YouTube for free. Everything I teach. Obviously not the examples that work for the clients that when I do a workshop that I'm able to apply for them. But the basics of how to use LinkedIn, and more than the basics, are all on the YouTube channel. So it became a lovely way for me to say, oh, okay, well, if you can't work with us, cheerio. No, I say, if you can't work with us, no problem. Look, here's loads of stuff here that can help you. So I liked having somewhere to send people that didn't want or weren't ready to work with us. So free resources, it became a source of leads. I got a client who ended up paying, we worked with them and they ended up paying us about £40,000, who found me purely through YouTube. They were Googling something for their business on Google, and my video came up. One thing led to another. They signed up to work with us. So you can get really high quality leads on there. I also, when I originally used it, it was a way to boost my blog. So when we talk about SEO, search engine optimization, I love writing. I love writing articles. And I still think people, when they type something into search, blogs come up in the search results. Well, if you also have a video on that topic, so you see in this example here, this is a video, a blog about finding your email addresses on LinkedIn or updating your email addresses on LinkedIn. And I was able to embed the video into my blog, which gives me double the SEO juices of getting found. Because you may not know this, YouTube is owned by Google. So that's why it's the second biggest search engine in the world. What's number one? Google right now. There was something in the news about Google yesterday. We can talk about that another time. Number one is Google. Number two is YouTube. Who owns YouTube? Google owns YouTube. So just saying, I use the videos in my LinkedIn newsletters. I use them in my blog, and I use them in my emails that I send out with ConvertKit. But it can also be a standalone business. And I'm going to get very real with people here. If you think I'm going to start a YouTube channel and earn all my revenue from that, then you have got a very steep mountain to climb. Okay. So channel types, here are some kinds of YouTube channels. Number one, reviewing products. Look at my gorgeous water bottle. I use it when I'm doing webinars, da, 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 da. You have the vlogging video where people are getting on camera and talking about stuff. A lot of travel videos. I got invited to a Women of YouTube event in London and met a lady who, her entire business is reviewing cruises. So her channel is called Emma Cruises, which I think is really funny and quite genius. And she gets paid a lot of money now by YouTube and by cruise ship owners to review their cruises. And then, of course, if you have kids, you will know about the gaming YouTube channels. There are a lot of, that's kind of whenever my friend said to me, you should have a YouTube channel, you should put videos about LinkedIn on there. I was like, is that not just for like people who want to learn how to use Minecraft? Because as a mum of 3, that was what it was being used for in our house. Also, how to fix the washing machine, very handy for tips like that too. But my channel is for a service-based business. So why does it work for me? I know my audience. So think about, who are you creating your video content for? I am creating my video content for people, businesses, entrepreneurs, small business owners who want to understand how to use LinkedIn to grow their business. I am also open to watching and seeing who is coming to my channel and who is commenting on it, because I also have a huge audience of people who want to get promoted at work and they want to use LinkedIn to further their career. So I have a whole series of videos on optimizing your LinkedIn profile to get your next promotion, to add your experience, to upload your resume. So watch and see who your audience are and create content for them, and you can't really go too far wrong. Be yourself on your videos if you are going to be on screen. And I know that for a lot of people, it's like, oh, do I have to be on screen? But I find that that works well when people can see your face. A lot of people's comments on my videos are that the other videos on YouTube about LinkedIn are too fast moving. People are jumping all over the place. They're waving their arms around. And the reason they like my videos is because I'm not doing any of that. Now, the irony is that that's, I might have 20 million views if I did do that kind of stuff. However, the people who come to me from finding my videos, following them for a while, and then say, Louise, we want to work with you, we want to hire you to train our team, they like my style and that I go through things methodically and slowly, and that I'm not trying to sell stuff to them all the time. So again, know your audience, and people will resonate with you and they will share your video. Like a guy, Oliver, just shared my video on YouTube, on LinkedIn this morning. So understand who your audiences are and resonate with them. I do have a funny side story about somebody who helpfully suggested that I change my accent to sound more like BBC, because the Northern Irish accent was holding me back. And that turned into my probably biggest ever LinkedIn post. If you want to go and look at it, check it out on LinkedIn and join the conversation. It's got, I think, 500 comments, which is bonkers. And we can talk about negativity on YouTube. I think I have had, in all of those views, I've had less than 10 negative comments. And they will be things like, Louise, we can hear you hitting your keyboard from early videos. I was like typing and didn't realize you can cut all that stuff out. To being accused of being too woke because I talked about gender pronouns on LinkedIn. They're all out there, folks, but hopefully they're not going to come too near you. So how do you set up your YouTube channel? You just need a Google account. That's it. So you do need a Google account. So if you don't have one, it's easy to create a Google account. Create a Google account. And then you go into, when you look at your Google screen on your desktop, up at the top right-hand corner, there's like a little checkerboard of 8 or 9 little squares. You click on that, open it up, and scroll through all of the millions of apps that Google has, and you will see YouTube. Click on that, and this appears, and it says create a channel. That's it. So then you put your name in, and you put in your handle. So your handle, my handle is Raise Your Visibility Online. It was LinkedIn with Louise, so you can change your handle. I think you can change it every 14 days or something like that. This is a sample one, so that's why it says handle Louise Brogan. Think about whether this is you, the individual, whether it's your business, brand, and what are people looking for, and will the title resonate with them, but do be aware that you can change it if you want to. Then in your channel, set up your channel for success by filling it all out. And this is the same across every social media platform in the world. Think about the keywords that people are looking for, and mine are LinkedIn, and they are B2B marketing. And you will see in here, and if you can't see this text because it's too small on your screen, just go to my YouTube channel and you can click on the About section and pull this up. So I talk in here about who's the channel for, what are we sharing, and I make sure I've got lots of keywords in there. And of course, you see at the bottom, if you're seeking personalized training, we provide bespoke workshops and coaching. So people know that it's not just a channel for helping them. It's not, my revenue is not all just coming from the channel. We also do this other work and to get in touch with me if they want to. And the very first link is how to make an inquiry to talk to me. Okay. So do fill out all your sections properly. You then have in channel customization, you put in your branding. So your photograph. Now, I find this really tricky, and I am not a YouTube expert. You know, I do work with a lot of clients on video marketing for LinkedIn, and we are working on sending those videos across onto YouTube and making them YouTube friendly, which, by the way, guys, it is like everything else, it is slightly different for every platform. So what works for you on TikTok may not work on Instagram, works for you on Instagram, might not work on LinkedIn, etc., etc. So the videos that I post on LinkedIn are not the same as the videos I post on YouTube, because you have to have slightly different edits. So just bear that in mind. But if you want to get started, just get started with what you have. Start where you are, do what you can, all that good stuff. There's a great phrase from a tennis player, and I can't remember exactly what it is. But just get started. So it tells you what size you want your picture to be, your banner image across the top. I was advised to put in some text in there saying what we did. And you'll see, you can just about see there, the image is quite large, but on YouTube, it gets really squished in. So you only get really the strip across the middle. So that's what I mean about, you know, play around with it and see what works for you. But when you're creating your content for YouTube, I cannot emphasize this enough. Create for search. What is your ideal client searching for? Not what do you want to tell them or show them what to do. What are they searching for? So one of the most interesting things I discovered about YouTube is people don't tend to wait around for your next video. Most views that I get are what have come along to Google or YouTube to look for one specific answer to one specific question. They watch that video, they may leave a comment below, but a tiny percentage of my audience come back time and time again. So a lot of my views, those 2 million views, which you can kind of see, 55,000 subscribers versus 2 million views, you know, it's not 2 million subscribers watching every video, okay? So a lot of people will come just for 1 or 2 videos on your platform. So do create it for search, which is why at least half of my videos are how to bypass LinkedIn connection limits, how to win on LinkedIn, how to write for LinkedIn, blah, blah, blah. How to. That's what people are searching for on Google. And that's why my videos are coming up in the search results. And I wanted to show you an example of somebody else, not just me, and also who doesn't love the opportunities to share a puppy when they're doing a webinar. So do you have a puppy you need to train? What do you do? And this could be how to make cupcakes. It could be how to fix my washing machine. It could be how to use TikTok. But I went in, how to train your dog. And then look at all the options it says. And if you are a dog trainer, here are all the videos you need to make. Not how do you train your dog not to bark? How do you train your dog to sit and stay? How to train your dog to be a therapy dog? You get the idea. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 videos you could make straight away, because that is what people are looking for when they type into Google, how to train your dog. That's how easy it is. When I type that in, here are the search results that I got. And this is really, really key. When your video shows up in search, everybody else who does what you do who's ahead of you and has all these videos already. And nobody here is doing something brand new. I can put money on it. Okay, you might think your way of doing things is different to everybody, and that's brilliant, absolutely. But somebody is already selling what you're selling out there on the internet. That does not mean it is too late for you to start doing this, because we all resonate with different people and different styles. And some of you may have already left the webinar because you're like, oh, don't listen to Louise and her Belfast accent. But this is where your thumbnails are so important. What video on this screen would you click on? Would you click on the top one with the cute puppy, like a big picture of the cute puppy? The one in the middle where it says sit and stay, it says faster, easier, most reliable, but the dog is really small. And then the one at the bottom, the dog is a bit bigger and the text is a bit bigger, but look at the puppy in the top video, guys. Look at him, he's so cute. Everybody's clicking on him. Everybody's clicking on the top video. So you have got to think about your thumbnail. And the thumbnail is when you type something into search on YouTube, all of these little pictures appear, and bear in mind, a lot of them may appear on mobile. So your thumbnail has to have a picture that appeals to your ideal client, and your title should back that up. Okay, so the title is the bit on the right hand side that's blue: how to teach your puppy to sit and stay. The easiest, most reliable sit, stay training, sit, stay. That's quite hard to say 3 times. However, there's a reason why it says it 3 times in the title, because SEO. And then down the bottom, a 5-minute training plan for teaching your dog to stay. Well, that's appealing because we don't want to spend more than 5 minutes doing this. Reality is, guys, you can't do that in 5 minutes. You probably need to do it on a regular basis. However, it's like, oh, I'm like 5 minutes. That sounds good. So these are the top 3 results that came up for teaching your puppy to sit and stay. Think about what makes people want to click on that image. Look at Zach and his cute puppy and their number of views. 4 million views. That was the one with the cute puppy, the big cute puppy. 4 million views. That's insane. Zach doesn't need to teach anybody's dogs to sit and stay because he's making so much money off of YouTube if he's got that many views. So for me, I was into how to use LinkedIn. So you can see here, how to use LinkedIn for business, how to use LinkedIn effectively, how to use LinkedIn Sales Navigator. So start typing in your thing and then see what comes up. And that's where you're going to get your ideas on videos to create. So hopefully that gives you a bit of an idea of the basics of setting up and the SEO, the thumbnails and the titles, and how to think about those. And then let's get into the nitty gritty. What does it actually look like inside a YouTube channel? So YouTube Studio is where I live on YouTube. And when you have a YouTube channel, you go to the top right. So see where it says over here, you'll see create. So it has my little tiny head over here and it says create. And then there's like a comment and a question mark. And when you're on YouTube and you click over there, the menu comes on the right-hand side. And where I always go to is YouTube Studio. So that's where I see the dashboard. It's where I look at the analytics. It's where I respond to comments. And this is what it looks like. So the latest video performance is in the first column. The middle column is, it's like a wee celebratory column. You've got a new achievement. Then you've got channel analytics below that. And then the right-hand side is kind of where YouTube share their news, like their tips. They do little video tips. They have loads of stuff, of course, on how to do YouTube themselves. And in the search bar at the top here, it says search across your channel. So this is where you can find your own videos. And yes, I have to look for my own videos sometimes because there's over 300 of them. So that's how you find your own channel. The little bar beside that, I have an account with vidIQ, which is, I can't remember how much it costs. It's not that expensive. There's another one called TubeBuddy. There's lots of these little softwares that help. Those are the 2 key ones for helping you with understanding your analytics a bit more, getting a bit more tips and advice on using YouTube. It's also where you get those cool graphics that say, you've hit 2 million views, that you then fire off on Instagram. So this is what it looks like. It tells you how many, I like the little green lights. Down here it says plus 10,000 in the last 28 days. So my channel, I spoke at TubeFest, which was the UK's first YouTube conference in May in Birmingham, and I had about 10,000 subscribers. So my channel has blown up because of a couple of key videos that appealed to a lot of people. So 10,000 in the last 28 days. Down here, you've got ranking by views. Because I don't always put videos out just for views, I also put videos out for free resources. So how to shorten your LinkedIn URL is down there. At this stage, it had 25 views in the first day. And click-through rate is the number of people who see the thumbnail and click through to watch the video. It was 1.8%, which is not fabulous, but click-through rate barely goes above 6 or 7% for me. So that's why you've got to also be quite consistent in doing this. And you can pay people to do your thumbnails and all that stuff, of course. So here is more of the analytics. And I said I'd be opening behind the curtains for you guys. So this is the reality of it. So in 28 days, I had 132,000 views, slightly mad. Watch time. So watch time is the number of hours across the whole month that people watched the videos. So because my videos are small, like 2-minute videos, you need a lot of them to be watched to build up to 120 minutes. Subscribers and an estimated revenue. So my average revenue now from YouTube, so Google Ads pay me around £500 a month. So this estimated revenue never really quite makes sense to me because it never really shows it at 500, but I get about £500 a month in my bank account from Google. So Google pay out the money to you. And I've got another slide coming to show you at what stage I started to earn money from. I like the one at the right-hand side. It says real-time updating live. Here's how many people viewed this in the last 48 hours. And here are my top videos. So how to write your LinkedIn, I don't know what that one is. How to write your LinkedIn profile for beginners, maybe. 2,900 views in the last 48 hours. And there's the resume one. So a lot of people are watching my channel because they want to get their next job. And it says how to upload your resume. And 728 people had watched that in the last 48 hours when I took this picture. Okay. There's my 2 million views. Woohoo! So, so this is my all-time earning. So in the whole time I've been using YouTube, I've earned £9,000 from YouTube. However, I've probably earned, I would say, just under 6 figures from the work that I've got from people who found me on YouTube. So that's a very different number. 55,000 subscribers. Now look at the chart. So there's me uploading those first Facebook videos at the very start in November 2013. Nothing's happening until, you see, just between around 2020, it's a bit of activity. That's when my friend said, oh, you should put videos on YouTube, Louise. And then it's just gone like this. And then there's that big spike just after TubeFest. I obviously got inspired by all the people I met at TubeFest, and it just went woof. And it's kind of settling down a little bit now. So yeah, I thought it's good to see what the reality is, right? So when do you start to earn from YouTube? So I zoomed in. I thought, let's not look at 2013 because nothing was happening. So you can see I started the channel properly March, April 2020. So I didn't start earning anything until March 2022. So just take that in for a minute, guys. That's 2 years of creating video for YouTube and earning nothing at all. So I know there are people who will be saying, oh, but Louise, I started earning within 3 months. And that's brilliant. But that was not happening for me because remember, YouTube is not my main business. It is something I do to market my business. So I think that's really worth thinking about. It's like a little bonus. Well, it's quite a big bonus. 500 quid a month is not to be sniffed at. And it's very nice. It is a very nice bonus, and it allows me to make decisions about doing things because I kind of see it as extra money, because the work for the YouTube channel is about getting leads. It's about getting people to my email list. It's about getting people to connect with me on LinkedIn. And one thing, I don't have a slide about this, but very, very interestingly, the people who connect with me on LinkedIn who find me through YouTube include senior management at the big four accountancy firms, the marketing and advertising department in Microsoft in Dublin. Watch my YouTube channel. It's a wee bit bonkers, the people who connect with me, and I'm like, oh yeah, really cool. Somebody who's on the board at Stanford found me through YouTube. So it's like, oh, okay. Which is also reflective of why my earning power on YouTube is a bit higher than somebody who's maybe doing unboxing videos or doing videos about going to Porto for the weekend, you know. So YouTube views my audience as, because they know all this information, as having a higher earning power. So the adverts they put in front of my videos are aimed at those people. And so I get paid more money for those than other people get, if that makes sense. So then I wanted to show you what Google tells you about this and why this is really not my experience at all. So it says here, how many YouTube subscribers do I need to make $2,000 a month? If you get 100,000 views a month and 1,000 subscribers, you could earn $2,000 a month. No, not my experience. I just showed you I have 2 million views and I have 55,000 subscribers, and I have made in total since 2022 £9,000, right? So don't believe all this stuff, guys, you read online. How much does YouTube pay for 1 million subscribers? Well, it says there you could get 18,000 a week. That might be a bit more realistic, actually, for 1 million subscribers. People don't tell you this stuff, though, do they? One thing I do know, there's a lot of people who I met at TubeFest whose video content is about how to use YouTube and make video. A lot of those guys, at least half of their money comes from sponsorship and sharing videos on, say so I've been approached by a couple of brands now saying, could you do a video on our brand? If you do, we will give you 50% revenue share of everyone who signs up to use our software. And that's where a lot of them are making their money. So it's not really just from ad revenue. It's about promoting a brand and that brand paying you. Not just the brand paying you, but if I did a video to you guys and said, you should all use ConvertKit. Here's why, here's what I love about it. And you signed up for ConvertKit would be paying me, I don't know what theirs is, it's 30%, 50%, I don't know. But for every single person who signs up and is paying them, let's say £30 a month, I might be getting £15 a month. Well, if you imagine 1,000 people do that on my link, that's when you start to make real money as well from just the videos. So it is kind of fascinating. Anyway, getting ahead of myself here, let's talk about how to engage with your audience. And this is where it comes down to, like with every social media platform, responding to comments from people. Best practice. And these are the kinds of comments I get all the time. They're asking questions. They've watched the video. So this video is how do you invite your connections to follow your LinkedIn company page? And this guy, Joseph, says, I don't see this where you've shown it, so I need to reply to him. And then Jenny says, thank you so much. I had a very hard time finding this. And I started to reply to her for this video. didn't finish it. So replying to comments shows YouTube that you are engaged, and they reward you for that by showing your video content to more people. The more people that comment on your video and the more you respond to that, they see it as a video that is helpful, useful, etc., and show it to more people in the network. So it also, there's a lovely lady called Eileen. I think she's in the US, so she's probably not on this webinar. And she responds to all my videos with a comment. Well, most of my videos with a comment, which is really lovely. So we're starting to build up, community engagement there. Also, when people ask questions in the comments, quite often it makes me go and create another video to answer their question. So it helps me to improve the content that people are searching for on my videos, and it builds up loyalty as well. Comments show you what your audience want to know about. So if you've got a video that's got lots and lots of comments on it, people want more videos on that topic. So it's, you follow the comments, see what people are asking and respond to them. Hosting live streams. I have committed to doing 2 live webinars a month on my own channel. Now, there's a lot of strategic moves behind this. I want to build up my email list because, you know, people follow you on a social media platform. You're at the whim of whether the social media platform shows you their content, shows them your content or not. If you have an email list, you can email those people once a week with here's my new video, here's something we're doing, blah, 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 helpful tips and advice, of course. How do you get people on your email list? Well, I have found doing regular webinars is one way I like to do it. I also do like free PDF downloads, etc. This week, in fact, Thursday, this is my webinar for Thursday, how to leverage company pages on LinkedIn. They are the same format as today. I talk and teach for 40, I've moved these ones to about 30 minutes with Q&A. They are hosted on YouTube, but I host them in an unlisted way so that people need to sign up for the email to get access to them. And this builds more loyalty with customers. You could do these live on YouTube with, you know, people just don't have to join an email list or anything. But I think as we've got to be a bit more savvy about that as small business owners, we want to build up loyalty and connection with people. And I think email lists are the key way to do that. So this is what I do, hosting live streams. So it's every second Thursday at the minute at 2 o'clock. If you want to go to this one, just go to LinkedIn and find me and send me a message, or you'll find it in some of my posts. Or go to louisebrogan.com/webinar. Sorry, that's the easiest way to remember it. But hosting live streams also helps me with so in these live streams, I get so many questions and comments, and I save those, and those help me create more content for my ideal target audience. I use StreamYard to stream live onto YouTube. You can also stream live onto other platforms at the same time if you want. StreamYard is the one I like best. I've been using it for years and I find it easy to use. So this is what it looks like in upcoming live stream on YouTube. And then earnings. It's not just about getting money from YouTube ads. Here are all the ways you can earn money, supposedly, on YouTube. All right, watch page ads. So those are, and shorts feeds ads. I'm not talking about LinkedIn short or YouTube shorts today, guys, because I have not found them to work for me. I know lots of people do, and they're not, my audience don't really care about shorts. They want to watch a video that answers their questions. Memberships is interesting. I am looking at that for my business. If you create a membership on YouTube, people pay a monthly fee to be part of that membership. And the idea is that you would share video content to just the members. It's not like doing a Teachable membership or something like that. It's around, people I think are paying like $20 a month for those kinds of things. I haven't spent enough time looking at that, to be quite honest. Supers make me laugh. That's when if someone thinks your video is so brilliant, they give you a tip. My audience are not tippers. They're not giving me tips. So it'd be nice if they started to do that. But I think I want to hedge my bets here and say it's a bit more of an American thing. And maybe Americans who are live streaming are saying, if you like that, you know, give me a high five, and they mean money. So that's what supers are. Brand Connect is a new thing for me. That's where I have literally set out my stall on YouTube to say, yes, I will work with brands. Here's what I charge. Waiting to see what comes of that. Interestingly, brands have actually sent me emails instead to say, so someone offered me $300 to make a video for their software, plus free lifetime access to their software, and then a revenue split of anyone who signed up for their software. I am again dabbling in that. I don't really know exactly how to work that, being completely honest with you all. So watch this space. We could talk about that another day once I figured out what I'm doing there. But that's what Brand Connect's all about. And then shopping. I think shopping is really cool. You can create a shop on your YouTube channel. And this is Nick Nimmin. He spoke at the same conference as me, and he sells mugs. They're like £13 to buy a mug that's branded. And that's something, again, I would play around with. And you can see it's from a company called Spread Shop. So he set it up and people are watching his videos and they want to buy a mug, you know, either to say thank you or because they just want a mug because they're super fan of him. Nick has, I'm sure it's more than this now, but he has 914,000 subscribers on here, which is amazing. But just to say, there are multiple ways to earn money on YouTube. The main way I earn money on YouTube is by people signing up to work with us because they find us on YouTube. As with everything else in online business, consistency is key. My goal is to create one video a week. The live streams, so interesting, just a point on the live streams. The live streams I earn very little money off in terms of ad revenue. It's kind of fascinating because people will watch it live, but they're not going back and watching it because nobody wants to watch a 35-minute video on how to create a LinkedIn newsletter. They want to watch the one that's 3 minutes long, where I walk them through how to do a LinkedIn newsletter, as an example. So my goal is to do one video a week. A lot of people spend a lot of time and money and effort on those videos. I create the video, I do a light amount of editing, make the thumbnail, add the description, upload the video, and get on with the rest of my work. I don't have a day a week to do this stuff. And I'm currently not prepared to pay somebody else to do it for me because it's not cheap. It's not cheap to do this, to outsource this stuff, guys. And I don't want to spend that money. I don't want to spend $300 on a video when I could spend that $300 on something else, like taking my kids out for the day to Dublin Zoo or something. Not that the zoo costs $300, but you know what I mean? You choose where you put your money, I think is what I'm trying to say. So I currently am editing my own videos and I quite like doing that stuff too. I like tech, I like figuring out software. But once you do your one video, this is what you must do next, is repurpose your content. So you can use lots of different softwares to clip videos. I'm currently using Descript to get the transcripts from my videos. And then AI comes into play here a little bit too. So I can take my transcript, put it into ChatGPT and say, please summarize this transcript to make a description for my YouTube video much faster than I can do it. I like writing blogs, so I don't get AI to write my blogs. I like to write out things, like think step by step, what would I do next? What would I do next? And put my examples in. So, but you can use the basis of your video to create a longer blog, and then you can insert your video into the blog. You can take the audio and publish it as a podcast. You can take the key things that you said and put it in a PDF to send to your clients. You can also create a PDF that people can access as a lead magnet to get them on your email list. But don't just create a video, publish it, and not do anything else with it. Life is too short to put all that effort in and not do something else with it. I think for me, YouTube is top of funnel. It raises awareness of my brand. Most people who watch our videos don't know who I am or care who I am. But a percentage of those people will then go to LinkedIn and connect with me, and suddenly they are in my space. And then when I do my 2 webinars a month, they'll eventually sign up for a webinar. It's all funnels. It's a percentage of those people will join my email list. A percentage of those people will book a call to work with me, and a percentage of those people will hire us to work with. So you need a lot of people coming in at the top of your funnel. It helps you to become known. Somebody reached out to me yesterday and asked would I come on their podcast for graphic designers to talk about using LinkedIn. Find me on YouTube. This is interesting. Even though my business is the core business is how to use LinkedIn, the people I work with don't really know how to use LinkedIn. So they're not on LinkedIn to find me. They are in search engines, typing in questions about LinkedIn, and they're finding the videos on YouTube, and then they're going to LinkedIn. So they're not going to LinkedIn to search because they don't really know how to do search on LinkedIn. So that is a point to note as well. It's a free resource to send to my network, which I love being able to do. It absolutely brings traffic to my website, where then people can book a call with me if they want to find out what we do. The middle of the funnel is being consistent, creating that regular engaging content, hosting live sessions with people. And then the bottom of the funnel is, as I say, they click through to connect with me on LinkedIn. They may book an inquiry call. They may book a call to speak to me about training. They may pick up one of my ebooks. So that's how we're getting people into working with us. And that's why I need 2 million views, because I don't have 2 million customers. So all social media rules apply. Understand best practice for how each platform works. Respond to all your comments. Look at your analytics. What videos do people like and are coming back to watch? Be consistent. There is a guy called Austin Armstrong that I met in America, and I met him in social media marketing world, and I met him again in Birmingham at TubeFest. His top 10 videos are all on the exact same topic. Okay, say it again. His top 10 videos and he has millions of views, are all on the exact same topic. So he just said, create a video. If it lands, create another one and just talk about it slightly differently, because that's what people are searching for. So that is really fascinating to me. And be consistent. Stay focused. Don't worry about vanity metrics. And create content for your ideal client. Remember, what are they searching for on YouTube? And do come and, of course, come and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Say hello and connect with me over on LinkedIn as well. All right, Amber, do you want me to stop sharing my screen?
Louise, thank you so much. We've got lots and lots of questions coming in. I love what you said at the end. Don't focus on the vanity metrics there. I think lots of businesses can get focused on going viral and get loads of views. So it's good to all your top tips on actually engaging your audience properly. Lots of love hearts and clapping hands coming up. Okay, I'm going to dive straight into the questions because we've got about 10 minutes left of the session. Okay, so how often do you post videos on YouTube?
Oh, once a week.
Perfect. Someone has asked what tools you use to make the videos you post on YouTube.
Okay. All right. So physical tools. I actually have a link. Anyone wants to get these links, just ping me a message on louisebrogan.com. So I have a microphone. I have a Logitech webcam. I have a light up here behind the screen. I have this little stand to keep my phone steady. In terms of, and I have a microphone, another little microphone that plugs into my phone. It's called a Rode mic. So that's the physical tools. Software I use. Oh, what do I record? I used to use Screencast-O-Matic all the time, and I stopped using that. StreamYard for doing live videos, and sometimes for doing screen recording videos. Zoom works perfectly well for doing videos as well. So recording, there's lots of ways to record. If you're using your phone, that's probably a brilliant camera. Recording my screen, I can use Zoom or Screencast-O-Matic. And then I am using Descript to take out the ums and the ahs.
Okay.
Then I move from Descript to Adobe Premiere Rush. There are loads of softwares, but these are the ones I use. And that's where I add in like the sliding screen that comes in with the text on before I go to speak. I can cut out bits that I thought, oh, I waffled a bit there. I'm going to cut that out. Although Descript does that with the words, so that's really nice. I am also using, what's the other one I'm using at the minute? To create Headliner, I use to create little clips of things. So let's put my core ones: Descript, Premiere Rush, and Headliner, which does more of the video. Oh, and CapCut as well. So I apologize, that's a lot of software, guys, but I'm here to tell you what I use, and that's, you know, I use a lot.
That is a lot, but thank you. There's lots of tools there. Okay, next question here. As a holiday accommodation provider in the Peak District who provides an experience rather than a service, how do you capitalize on how to use SEO type videos?
Oh my gosh. So I always think, put yourself in the shoes of the person who is booking their weekend away or their week away or their walking holiday. What are they typing in online? So if I'm going to Peak District, I'm going to hedge my bets that I'm probably looking for good walks in the area. So maybe it could be the 5 best walks in the Peak District and do a video on that. You know, what is somebody looking for who is coming to stay with you? And people who have booked to stay with you, ask them, you know. And my inquiry form says, where did you find out about me? And that's how I know a lot of people are coming from YouTube. So think about, what does your ideal client want to know? And you might have, well, actually, Louise, we're not a walking destination, we're a foodie destination. So where do you get the best scone or scone? Where do you get the best scone in the Peak District? What are the top 5, best produced, I don't know, pizzas, whatever. No one's going to Peak District for pizzas, but you know what I mean? What are people looking for? I have a lovely friend, Roger Edwards, who does a video. He does a vlogging channel, and it's all about places that he goes in Scotland. And so go and check him out, because he does that kind of stuff. He talks about train journeys he's had, hotels he's stayed in, and hidden beaches, that kind of stuff. And he's not a tourism business, he just likes doing videos like that. Or check out Emma Cruises. I don't know a lot of travel video channels. We're going to Porto for a holiday. What did I Google? Restaurants, top things to do in Porto, that kind of stuff. So what are people Googling about the area that you are in, and try and create videos on that.
Amazing, thank you. Okay, next question here. We've got so many coming up. Sorry if we don't get to your questions. Please do email us at hello@smallbusinessbritain, or I'm sure Louise will be happy to answer your questions as well, if you connect with her on LinkedIn. So next question here is there a process to write the video descriptions? I know you should include keywords, but is there anything else to consider?
Yes, so my top tip here is go and look at other videos that have got high volumes of views, and what are they doing well. I am using AI to help me with my video descriptions. Doesn't mean I always agree with what they're saying, but I think a lot of stuff on the internet, you should always think white space. So what's the video about? What are the key things you're going to learn in this video? Timestamps are really good. Do you remember the puppy slide? I wonder, can I just go back to that puppy slide quickly? You'll see when in the search results, Amber, there are timestamps in that video, which means that, where is it? There we go. So people who have Googled how to teach your puppy to sit and stay, introducing the word stay, introducing the word sit. So people are going specifically to 3 minutes and 4, how to introduce the word sit to your puppy. So adding those timestamps into your description also helps you to get found as well. It says 8 key moments in this video, and that's from the person who made the video has put that into the description. YouTube hasn't come up with that on their own.
Amazing, thank you. Okay, next question is, I heard somewhere that YouTube want videos to be at least 8 minutes long. Is this true, and why?
Yeah, that is true. So here's what I do. If you typed in, you said, how do I change my profile picture on LinkedIn? And I made a video that was 8 minutes long. How many of you could be bothered to watch that? very few, right? So if I have a video, how to change my LinkedIn profile picture, yes, I could waffle on about what your picture should look like and how often you change it, but you're literally asking how do you change it. So with my video, it'll say, here's how to change your profile picture on YouTube or on LinkedIn. I show you how to do it, and the video ends, and it's 2 minutes long. And I will get so many views on that as opposed to going beyond 8 minutes. The 8 minutes thing is once your video is longer than 8 minutes, YouTube can put an advert in the middle of it. So they're earning more money. But also YouTube want people to stay on the platform for longer, for their advertisers to pay them more money. And instead of me making a really long video and waffling lots, I make short, concise videos. But at the end of that video, I say, here's a video you should watch next. And the idea is that someone goes to the next video and the next video, so they stay on the platform longer that way instead. So yes, there's an 8-minute thing, but that's around getting adverts in the middle of your video. Really what YouTube want you to do is create videos that keep people on the platform. And for me, that is get to the point and show them what it is that they came to see rather than trying to stretch it out to be 8 minutes.
Yeah, I've definitely been there multiple times, just in a YouTube hole, going on to the next video and next video.
Yeah.
Okay, next question, because we've only got 3 minutes left. How much time a week do you spend making videos to make 500 a month? Is it not better to monetize with adverts, but to look at how much you can make with increasing your leads?
I don't spend very long at all. Amber, you know me a long time. I am not spending a lot of time on this. I'll come up with an idea for a video. I will record the video. I will play around with editing it because I genuinely enjoy doing that kind of work.
Mm-hmm.
And I get the video up and it might take me under an hour. It genuinely is something I do for fun, which I know that's not what people want to hear. So it doesn't take me very long to do it. If the Peak District business, you might have somebody in your local tourism office who might be able to help you with funding to get a videographer person out for the day and make really good quality videos. Thing is, think about yourself and what you like to watch online. Is it like a super polished advert that could be on the TV, or is it someone who is genuine, telling you the answer to your question, and getting to the point of it? But a bit entertaining, bit of fun, maybe. Depends who your audience is. But I don't spend. This is just my personality online. I don't overthink things, and it's not super polished. So other people who talk about LinkedIn on YouTube probably are super polished and have a videographer, and good luck to them. I just focus on my own business. So that's the answer people want.
Someone just put in the chat, this has been great. Made me really think about reusing content I've already produced. Thank you so much. Just one final question before we wrap up. What's the shortest time a video can be to put an advert into it?
Oh, I don't know. Genuinely, I don't know, Amber. The adverts go before the video. So I'm sure there's a short time. I do have videos that are 2 minutes long that have adverts in front of them. Every video I put up, they say, do you want to monetize this video? And I always click yes. So I've never been turned down based on the length of the video. So I'm sorry, I can't answer that. I don't know.
I love the honesty. Louise, you've been amazing. Absolutely love listening to you for the past hour. Please do connect with Louise. I think you've put your details on the slides. We'll share it in the email as well. We've been recording today, so you can always catch up. Louise, any final words before we wrap up today?
Yeah, I think the key is to get started. And if, play around with it and see what you have. If you have already got videos in your business, then put them on YouTube and see what happens. Do a little bit of, digging around to see what works and pay attention to your audience. Wherever your customers are asking you, you could create a video to answer that question and put it on YouTube. And why not just, have a go?
Amazing. I love it. Louise, thank you so much. And massive thank you for BT for partnering with us on this today. We'll be back with more webinars. So do keep an eye on that. There's so many hearts coming up here. Let you get on with the rest of your day. I know you're all very, very busy, and we'll see you very soon.
Thank you. Bye, guys.